What is going on, YouTube? Today we're back with another video, and today I'm finna show y'all how to become a better MLB The Show player. A lot of y'all suck. Y'all just gotta admit y'all suck, and I'm better than you. So y'all gonna take these tips, pause, while you just sit there and listen. We're gonna break this video down into 3 parts. We're gonna break it down into a settings and practice. We're going to break it down into a PCI placement, and then we're going to break it down into timing. That's going to be the 3 segments that we're going to do. So the first segment with settings is what you're going to do is you're going to go to your settings and you're going to put the hitting difficulty. If you cannot hit Hall of Fame, put it on Hall of Fame first. If you're decent on Hall of Fame, put it on Legend so you can get better. You're going to have your hitting interface on zone. If you don't have it on zone, you're not going to become a better player. If you have it on directional or timing, you're only going to be able to hit a certain gap before you max out as a player. It's just that simple. My PCI that I like to use personally is Diamonds, Basic, Cyan, 50%. I know a lot of people like the BAT PCI. The BAT PCI is not for me. These are my. This is the PCI I use. But PCI really does not matter. Now, once you have zone hitting face on and Legend difficulty, so you can practice on Legend, you're gonna want to go practice. I mean, really, that's all you can do. And the way to practice in this game is go to custom practices and just pick whatever team you want to hit, pick whatever pitcher you want to hit against. I usually hit against Corbin or Felix Bautista for the Orioles. But you can pretty much hit with whoever. And another thing, real quick, before we get too far into this video, there are things you can buy to make you a better player. Control Freaks, they do a great job of making stuff that you can buy. If you see this green thing on my joystick, it is a Control Freak. It helps me control my PCI. It helps me not drop PCI as much. And it helps me get to those corners because all I got to do is little small movements with my PCI to make it. And another thing you can do is, I don't know if y'all can really see it, but you see the green thing? The green thing right there? That's a precision ring. It also helps so I cannot drop my PCI. Like if someone throws a changeup at the very lowest part of the strike zone, the farthest I can go down is the lowest part of the strike zone. Like I can go a little bit past it, but not really. So if you're really serious into getting better at the game and you really, really want to, I would recommend getting a Control Freak and precision rings. That's just my opinion, and since I've gotten them, I feel like it's made me a 3 times better player. Okay, now that y'all have the right settings, and you might have a Control Freak or a precision ring, even if you don't, you can still practice. You're gonna go into the main menu and go down to custom practice and it's gonna be on Legend or Hall of Fame, depending on what your hitting difficulty's on. And you're gonna want to pick whatever pitcher you want to go against with whatever hitter. Now, once you do this, y'all, you have to realize, y'all, that you have 3 strikes. You do not have to swing at every pitch. I see a lot of the lower tier players swinging at everything, and a lot of people say how do you take everything? Well, I know I got 3 strikes and I don't have to swing if I don't have to. Most of the time, y'all, my hits come off of second or third pitches. Like my second or third strike, like I don't swing at everything. I take a lot of pitches and I sit on the pitch that I want. Me personally, I like low and away sliders and cutters or high fastballs. That's what I look for. If I don't see that, I'm not swinging. A lot of people will spam an inside sinker on you over and over and over again until you swing. And if you're swinging at it every time and you get down into an 0-2 count, well, then he can throw whatever and you have to swing at it. So y'all just look for y'all's pitch and be patient. That's probably the biggest tip I can give y'all. So once you get your patience being down, patience will also help with pitch recognition. What you want to do is you want to pick up the ball immediately out of the pitcher's hand to help with pitch recognition as well. You want to pick up the ball right here. You want to see the ball immediately. The longer you see the ball, the more time you have to react and hit the ball. Now, you also, with pitch recognition, you have to understand your opponent. A lot of these people in MLB The Show will throw the same thing over and over and over again. Will spam the same pitch. I'm even bad about it too. Most of the time, I throw a slider down and away, out the zone, or I throw an inside sinker. And if you're swinging at it, you swing at it. If you don't, you don't. But yeah, you have to learn your opponent. That comes with pitch recognition. Another thing is you need to know what pitches the pitcher has. So if you click R2, you can see what pitcher has what pitches. Now, picking up the ball out of the hand is fairly easy to do. I mean, it's just paying attention. If you have to, take a pitch or two from each pitcher. If a new one comes in, two, recognize where he's going to release the ball from. Then after you take that pitch or two, then start swinging and crack him. So you see the ball out of the hand, you'll get a lot more hits. You'll understand the pitch that's coming, and yeah, man, just got to learn what your opponent's throwing. And if he's throwing a lot of fastballs, go practice on Legend if you're late on Hall of Fame, and just hit someone who has outlier on custom practice, and you will catch up. If you catch up to a fastball on Legend, I promise you will catch up to a fastball on Hall of Fame or All-Star. When it comes to pitch timing, when you're trying to time the pitch, a lot of that also comes with pitch recognition. You have to know what's coming. You have to know what's possibly going to be thrown. If your opponent's throwing a lot of fastballs, you want to sit fastball, and you have to be ready for the fastball no matter where he throws it. Another thing you can do is every batter does it. He lifts up his foot. You see how Acuna lifts up his foot here? When he plants right there, if you press X, that is when the perfect swing is there. So as soon as he plants his foot, swing, it's a perfect. But the only problem with this, if you pay attention to their foot, you can't see the ball. Now, a lot of people, they like cards with high, like, what is it? I don't know, when like they bring their knee up a lot, and you can see the knee kind of out the corner of your eye, you know when to swing. A lot of people like Josh Donaldson because of that. But yeah, man, when you see your batter plant your foot, if you can time that and swing, that is the perfect swing every time. So now that you've gotten pitch recognition and timing and patience down, what you want to do is you want to go put all of it into practice, man. You either want to go into a custom practice like I have here. I'm going up against Felix Bautista. He has a 102 fastball. I normally just put his fastball all the way up, which you can do if you go to batting practice, and put his pitch frequency all the way up for fastball and put the other two down. I do this just to catch up to the fastball and get warmed up for Hall of Famer Legend. You don't have to do this. You can leave all of his pitches on to help with the pitch recognition part of things. But, yeah, that's what I do to warm up most times. But I'm not going to lie, y'all. Custom practice is not the best way to do this because right now I know to sit fastball. I know the fastball's coming, and I can try to time it every time. I didn't time it there, but I can try to time it every time, and it's kind of cheating. What I recommend doing, y'all, is I recommend going into a custom game with a friend and put it on Legend. That's what I did, and I saw the most improvement with this year is I would go into Legend with a friend. It doesn't count on your record. It doesn't count towards anything. And just go in there and have fun, man. Use pitches you can't hit and have, your buddy spam the pitch that you can't hit and just wait for it and hit it, man. Just try to get better. You have to practice to get better. You have to play to get better. And don't give up on it too quick, man. If you're an all-star player and you go to Hall of Fame, it's going to be hard. It's going to take you 10 or 15 games to get good at it. If you go from Hall of Fame to Legend, it's going to be hard. Take it from me. I still am not very used to Legend this year. It's taken me probably, I'm at like 8 or 9 games of Legend, and I'm starting to get used to it, but it's going to take you 15 or 20 games to become good at whatever difficulty you're about to play on. And remember, y'all are still going to have bad games. No matter what, you can be the best player in the world, you're still going to lose. So another thing is don't get frustrated with it. Just play. Just have fun. It's a video game. Have fun. You don't have to win every single game. But, yeah, man, I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope this helps y'all get better. And peace out. Have a good one.